Hey there, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with you today for the last installment of the Unscrapped Bundle of Joy for this year. It's a series that I do with Dannni Vee, and we decided that today we would scrapbook Christmas photos because it is December and we just want to stick with the season, I guess. So before I get into my layout, I just thought I would combine this as a walkthrough with some product that I got from close to my heart. This is called Jingle Joy, and you buy it as a scrapbook workshop to make 3 layouts. And obviously I find it very hard to follow a recipe and create something that someone else has designed for me. But you get this little, I guess, recipe book or instruction booklet that tells you what to do, what size to cut your papers to, what papers to even use, and these are the layouts that you make. But of course, you know, I have to mix things up. And I saw this from my friend Lara, who is Scrappy Care on Instagram and YouTube. She's a consultant, and when I saw how beautiful this collection was, I had to have it. So I'm not going to be making 3 layouts. I think I could make a lot more based on my style with all these products. So I thought I'd show you products. So what do you get in terms of paper? We'll work it out as we go along. So you get 2 sheets of each, and I've flipped them over so you can see both sides. So the colour palette is really pretty. I always love pink in a Christmas collection. Some beautiful white with black hearts. Adore this paper. It's so pretty. I could frame it. Just realised I don't need to flip them over because I already have a beautiful plaid, a stripe, a large dot, and then some speciality papers that are kind of, I think, separate, not included as papers in the kit because they are single-sided. I think they're a little bit thicker. So a beautiful chalkboard star, so 2 of those, some white cardstock, yeah, pink cardstock. Now I know with close to my heart there, yeah, slightly different shades, so a lighter one there, darker one, some craft, black, I'm just checking to see, yeah, so the black is the same on both sides. These are the stickers, super cute, love all the pink, like I said. These are hard to see, but if I turn them over, so they're like black glittery chevrons and snowflakes. And then here, I suppose I can take them out. Got some die cuts. Look how beautiful they are. Some tags with silver detailing. These are, these are like die cuts that you pop out yourself. So they are labelled. So project 1 would be all of these. Obviously I'm mixing them all up, so I'm not going to keep them together. Yeah, some banners, snowflakes, journaling spot. They're quite flimsy. That would be my only, I guess, criticism. But, you know, we can make them work. More banners. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's the kit. And I've got this really old photo, obviously, because the series is all about scrapping Ava for me. So Ava was born in 2016, so we've got this photo. It's not great quality. I took it off Facebook because I can't seem to get my photos off my external hard drive or my camera now. So pulled this one. It looks like her top is like way, or her little onesie is way out there with a funny colour, but it actually is that colour. So yeah, not the greatest photo, but still worthy of getting into the scrapbook. So let's get started. Okay, so I knew I wanted to use the white cardstock and this black banner with white Christmas trees on it, and then I also love the look of these chevron pieces, so I pop them out. They pop out really easily. I think I'm going to actually pop out everything and then put it together so that I'm not distracted by the sheet saying, you know, page 1, page 2, so on and so forth. And then I don't end up using them, but it's okay. And then I wanted a piece of this black and white check or gingham. Like it actually looks terrible in film. Some patterns are difficult to film or photograph. Stripes, thin stripes and sort of plaids like this are hard to see. It may just be because I'm looking at the small version of it. Then I realised that, of course, it's the paper that I love as well. Thank goodness there are 2 sheets of everything. And I did consider using the other side, but I had the lights going in the wrong way. I also thought I was going to use this sort of striped, like a cut file mat, but it actually looks really good now, and part of me wishes I'd left it, but I decide that I want to add some banner type elements hanging down. And after I made this layout, I looked back at my Instagram and I realised that I had scrap lifted myself from a couple of years ago, Scrappy Christmas in July. I made a similar layout with things hanging from a torn piece of paper, but it's okay because I give myself credit because it's my own design. So I think it's okay to do that. And I think if the mojo's lacking, one thing you can definitely do is go back and scrap lift yourself. Anyway, I haven't used a lot of white cardstock backgrounds lately. For HipKit in particular, I've been focusing on using cardstock or patterned paper backgrounds, and that's something I love, but I also love white cardstock, but I find it quite bare on its own, and I'm loving mixed media. So I added some Lindy's Stamp Gang Magicals, or Lindy's Gang Magicals in a pink colour. If I had it here, I would tell you, but I'd have to go find it. And it's just beautiful. It plays off the sort of red tone of my top in the photo and also the pinky reddy tones in the collection. So I dried it off with my heat gun. It's shimmery, which I love, and then I just added some black Heidi Swap Colour Shine just in small little splatters just to add a bit of that black that features in the collection. Now, if you can hear singing in the background that's really loud, that's Ava. I'm actually late posting this today because we have been practicing for our Christmas show at church, and we've had late nights. Well, the little girls have had late nights, and so today I actually 2 late nights in a row in the show starting tonight. I've given them the day off, kindy and school, so they're just happily playing together and singing A Whole New World. I think they're singing quite loudly. So here, these are these beautiful black shimmery die cuts. They're not adhesive backed. I thought they were, but they're not. And you just got to be gentle and patient as you punch them out, but they come out fine. I think I just checked it there to see if it was adhesive backed. So I'm just looking for elements that I can hang off that piece of paper. I needed to add a little bit more colour to this, and I definitely needed a mat for my photo, and so the stripe pattern is perfect. Yeah, just ties in so lovely with this whole collection. And what I love about this collection the most, I think, is a bold pops of black. So adding some distressing, because it wouldn't be a Melissa layout without some distressing. And I've decided now to put my banner underneath that torn paper. I think it looks a lot better. So I'm just checking that it's straight, because I do find that the torn edge, the unevenness of the torn edge on the angle is a bit confusing. And yeah, I'm loving how that's looking. Just checking whether my photo is going to look all right, kind of just where it's sitting. I did think about tucking it under the torn paper as well. And then this is one of those black and white or silver, quite thick cardstock die cuts, and I love it that it's got a little hole. And because it's got a little hole, it's like a tag, and I want to hang it as well. So with these stickers, there was some elements that could also be hung down, and the I've Been Good I thought was perfect because she's a newborn baby. I think she's just under a month old in this photo. She was born on the 22nd of November, and I always wanted to have a Christmas baby. And I love that she was born in November, because if she's born in December, it would, the first few weeks of newborn life are pretty chaotic. So I really wanted to enjoy the season of her as a newborn with Christmas. And I'm thinking I haven't even finished my December daily for 2016 because she was a newborn, and it was just, I say the first few weeks are chaotic, and December's chaotic, so I do have to go back and finish that. So adding some elements there, and I've stitched along the top. I have put lots of like pop dots, or actually I don't say that. I can say these are close to my heart. No, they're not. They are, what are they? Stampin' Up! Dimensional adhesive, which is my favourite dimensional adhesive. So I put them under, and definitely with the stickers I had to put them under to pop them up, otherwise they just sit flat. And at this point I realised I need a little bit more of that Lindy's Magicals powder because it's going to get lost, and I wanted 3 areas of it. So just adding a little bit more. You'd never know once you see the final layout. It's a little bit paler than what I did before, but that's okay, because the more that you kiss the paper or smush the paper with the packaging technique, you are going to get different shades. Then I went and got a doily from my stash, because I am a heavy embellisher, as you know, and I do find that close to my heart kits are not always that heavy on embellishments. They have stamps as well. I didn't get the stamp set for this one. I may try and add some stamps from my stash in to add a bit more, but I have a big stash. Well, for me, I have a big stash, and I definitely want to use it. So if I can mix in anything from my stash into the layouts that I make with this kit, then I'll definitely do that. So yeah, loving this. Really pretty. Really sweet, and not too much, because I think lately a lot of my layouts have been so heavily embellished I just can't help myself. So it is nice to have a bit of a visual break in my albums, and also, you know, I look at my Instagram feed and I look at how the squares look together, and I think it's good to have a break. So I also pulled these are older Hip Kit exclusive lettuce stickers, and I love them because you can pop them out. They're quite thick chipboard. You pop them out and then you can take the adhesive off. So I didn't have that many letters left or vowels left, so I wanted to call it Oh Baby, and then I thought it's not really looking right. Oh My Baby, or just Oh Ava Baby, because we call her Avie Baby, and we still call her Avie Babes. So I thought Oh Ava Baby would be a really cute one. There were no explanation marks, but there were these little asterisks, so I'm using them as an embellishment, and also I had a couple of these stars left. And then I wanted to use some Nuvo drops. I had that one you can see to the right there in like a silver stone, and it was completely dried up, and I was shocked at that. So yeah, if anyone's got any advice on what to do once your Nuvo drops dry up, is there anything I can put into the bottle to thin them out? Let me know. So here, trying again, but it's just not going to work. Yeah, it looks like it's working there, but what comes out is not a dot that's going to settle. And that is my layout. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our series this year, and we will be back again next year. But I will be back with more videos as the year and new year progresses. So yeah, thank you so much for watching our series. We've loved creating this one for you, and our scrapbooks are getting full. Take care.